I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'll just say it. I think we have a really big asymmetric opportunity ahead of us with Bitcoin. I'm not saying it's not going to be volatile. I'm not saying it's not going to have spins and turns and some roller coaster cycling. But if we're right and the ETF is adopted, and it won't just be BlackRock, it'll be Fidelity and ARK Asset Management and Volcry and Franklin Templeton. And I could list all the people that have filed. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is going to be converted. That's going to create incremental demand. And there's no reason why a product like this, which is loved by a generation of people younger than you and me, who like this as a store of value way more than gold. I know gold is, you tell me, $12 trillion asset. Bitcoin is a $670 billion asset at today's market prices. How is it possible that Bitcoin over the next 10 years, as it gets more adoption, there's exponential growth in adoption, how do we not get that to 6, 8 trillion? That's a 10x from here. And it would still be below, if gold was static, it would still be below the market capitalization of gold. So, there's no reason why this can't be a 300. When somebody says, oh, I predicted a $330,000 Bitcoin, I'm smoking crack. But it's not based on a vacuum or me throwing a dart in the middle of the universe. It's based on an analysis of the demand that's out there for the product, the value proposition of the product, the immutability of the product, the ease of use of the product as it's transcending the technology. And you get to those numbers because those numbers are still below the market cap of gold. And I just want to say this one thing, if you have one more moment, because I want you to imagine this, because we're both getting up there now. It's 1998.
Shit, I'm not getting up there, buddy. I'm getting better. Okay,
you're getting better, but
I'm getting better. So are you.
The fact that I remember 1998 so vividly is a sign of it. But here's what I would say to you. It's 1998. Of course, we can't have this conversation because we don't have the technology, but I'm sitting there with my fat box computer and a dial-up modem. And I have something called the internet, and I can get on the Netscape browser or the AOL browser. I can buy a book from Amazon, maybe a Pez gun from eBay, and it's very clunky, and you can hear the burring and the whirring of the modem. And what if I came in from 2023 and I said, hey, Gary, see this like clunky technology that you're using right now? Well, in 25 years, there's going to be massive exponential transformation, and you'll be talking like George Jetson to your buddy Anthony Scaramucci on a podcast, and you'll be streaming 4K video on your phone, your TV, or wherever the hell you're going, your tablet. Okay, there'll be trillions of dollars of transactions done over the internet seamlessly. And these phone calls that we're worried about, these long distance phone calls where we're getting charged excessive per minute charges, are going to zero because you're going to be on a data plan. It's going to be voice over IP. And you'd be like, oh, wow. And I'm just trying to explain to you, I can't predict the future, but you and I can observe the past. And we can say, okay, well, that was an exponential change in the society from 25 years ago. Adoption of social media, adoption of B2C commerce, C2C commerce, B2B commerce. And that's going to happen with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be ubiquitous, and it's going to be very easy to use. And there'll be a digital dollar for sure, but there will also be this immutable, easy to transfer store of value.
I think what you're talking about is, and you don't have to be a genius on the future. All you have to do is study the past. Everyone underestimates the effort and the time it takes for technology to really bite. And when it bites, they grossly underestimate how much it bites. It becomes I see Bitcoin as mercury that's just going to sink to the lowest gravity point where the most margin is. It's going to attack it. Like it's just going to gravitate toward the biggest margins. I think people that were looking at AI, people forget AI has been around 52 years and it's just making its debut, right? I mean, that was a long time. Took Visa and MasterCard 52 years to get cards in everybody's pocket. The Bitcoin Maximal guys, I mean, I love everybody. Everybody's got a point of view, but they have grossly underestimated how long it takes for this plumbing to get situated. And I'm beginning to see flows that are now unstoppable because the truth is we have all been too early. See, I'm going to raise my hand and go, hey, I made a mistake, man. I got in too early. However, if I was getting in right now for the first time, I still have 3 years of study and work and connections to make. So the work that I did in the last 4 years, I mean, I know everybody now in this space, right? So I'm more prepared at 27 to 35,000 to really turn this into, I mean, like you, I have devoted a tremendous amount of my children's future into Bitcoin. And then I'm so crazy, love the space so much, I start buying companies. I see this as a once in a century event. I've never seen any opportunity like this. Everyone's trying to rush it up. And I'm actually, hey, it's okay that it's taking a long time. Like this is good because you can get your ducks in a row. Do you agree with that? Or like, I'm not in a big rush.
I agree with it. But what I love about you is your conviction in this is grounded in years of life experience in financial services and financial assets. So you're looking at it for what it is. It's a piece of software that's going to allow us to transact with each other without a third party.